they're getting ready to launch us. So they had me check for leaks, and good thing they did. We're in the water, baby. Woohoo!
This is Chris, and I'm Cindy. And this is our salty dog Trooper and our salty kitty Stella. And we've got some salty tales to tell you. So make sure you continue watching and also click the subscribe button so you don't miss any in the future.
I'm at our marina where we store the boat for the winter, and they're getting ready to launch us. We are next. So it's been a crazy couple of weeks, but we're as ready as we can be. Once we're in the water and I get things plugged in and check everything, I'll kind of go over just where we're at and what we've gotten done over the winter. And I'm excited to have another season. Oh, I'm so ready. Holding my breath, which is good because I'm right next to a dumpster and it's great. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't like seeing our baby up in the air on straps like this. I'm not sure what they're doing, but he said he'd be back. He has to pick up some blocks somewhere else, and then he'll be back in like 20 minutes. So I figured while we were waiting, I would give you a couple of little updates. So we did have the hull, like the sides, detailed. I don't know if you can see it, but it's pretty awesome. We also removed the gold pinstripe that was above this boot stripe. Next year we're actually going to just replace it with one like 4-inch boot stripe, but for this year, because the winter was really rough, we just took off the gold one, which it just looks so much better, especially from afar. It just has a better look to it. The top side still needs to be detailed, so I'm going to say excuse the disgustingness. When you see it later, it's going to be messy. We also took out all those snap holes and filled them with filler, and then did a gel coat over those because the winter was not cooperating. We had to wait and do it this spring, and Chris is once again working 75 to 80 hours a week of overtime. And when I say 75 to 80 hours, I'm serious. Like, I'm not exaggerating. So a lot of that was left up to me to kind of explore and figure out. And one thing we've learned is the holes weren't that big, and we didn't need to use the filler because the filler is becoming difficult to cover. And maybe I'm just not putting on enough gel coat. I have no idea. But I did the best I could, and it looks better than it did. And now we're not going to be stepping on snaps like little Legos on the boat. So we did that. We got fender covers for the fenders because they were putting schmutz on the side of the boat, so we put those on. I repaired the canvas. It's not on yet. Like, she's naked. But Chris and I are bringing the canvas down tonight and installing it. And let's hope it goes well. I was able to kind of repair it back together, and we're hoping it holds up. And that way we can focus on the solar design and get that done. What else did we do? we did a lot of like other little projects. Like, oh yeah, Chris had to take out these vent covers and paint them because they were horrible. So he did that, and while he did that, he changed something in there. It was something. Oh, I'm like, it was something. I think he changed, installed new fuel gauges for the sending units because they weren't working. And we're hoping that fixes it and that the fuel gauges will work now. So we did install those, and those are not cheap. They were like, I want to say it was like $180 for 2 of them. It was really expensive. So, I mean, I don't know. What else? And we did a very hacked version of bottom painting again. This will be the last year we do that, because next year we are going to strip the paint down to the hull and redo it because it needs it. It's bad. What else? That might be it for the exterior. Yeah, I think that's it for the exterior. Oh, along with the snap holes, we also had, when we bought the boat, it was damaged. There was damage to the back of the swim platform. I am not a professional, so this is not professionally done, but it looks way better than it did before because it had exposed fiberglass. So that is repaired, temporarily. We might eventually take the rub rail off and do it really nice, but it's good. And that might be it. But it was, we had a lot more. Well, we did stuff inside too, and I'll show you that later. And then we'll do a grand reveal because the inside is major, what we're doing. But I think that's it. So yeah, we'll keep showing you what they're doing here. They're gonna bring it over in a little bit. And then I'm gonna get her situated at the dock here. We're leaving her overnight because Chris doesn't get home until like 7 or 7:30. And then we'll check on it tonight when he gets home to make sure it's all good. And then tomorrow is our maiden voyage for 2026, and we're very excited. So thank you for sticking with us. We're gonna try to make this boating season a little happier so you guys can have fun watching our antics.
Don't matter.
I can't captain it. What was that?
You check the boat for leaks.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it for leaks,
Okay,
but
you get in now.
you want me to get in now?
Yeah.
All right. They made me get on the boat. They said they wanted me to get on and check for leaks before we tied up. And of course, they tied me up in the same spot as last year in the fall when they moved our boat. And we had a lot of comments about that. People were saying, well, you were near the pump out and blah, blah, blah. This is where they tell us to go. So I am going to move the boat back after they close because I don't want anybody else moving the boat because they didn't tie it completely up last year. So anyway, they made me get in the boat while it was in the lift. I'm out of breath. And I'm not comfortable doing that at all. That's the only second time I've ever had to do that, and they didn't do it last year. It's weird. I don't know. But anyway, so they had me check for leaks, and good thing they did, because we had a leak. And I mean, it wasn't like bad, like our boat wouldn't have sunk, but that's why they got me in it. They wanted me to check before we moved it in case there was leaks. They didn't want to have to move it again. So this is what was leaking. I think that's a sea strainer. I'm not sure, but the reason it was leaking is one of the bolts wasn't completely tightened. And of course I'm trying to tighten it with pliers because I have no hand strength and it's not really working out, but I got it tight enough to where the leak stopped. And now I just got to check everything else that Chris had me check last year. He said just go to the aft and look back here, and oh god, this is so disgusting. Let me get you a light. This is so nasty. Okay, so it's a little damp down here. He said that's normal, especially because we just had rain. Obviously I want to check back here. No issues. Check in here. He said it's normal to have a little bit of water in there, which it does. Check on this side. A little bit of water, nothing major. I don't hear any water. There's no water. As far as I know, no leaks. I'll check again once I get off the video, but I'm glad that's over. This is dirty down here. We are not dirty people. This is disgusting. We just I keep using the winter as an excuse, but if you live in New England, you understand. We had a hell of a winter, and everybody's like, oh my god, what a winter. Like, everybody's talking about it like it was the apocalypse or something. And like, I don't know, the zombies came, and I mean, it was literally like, you know, Game of Thrones, like winter is coming, except we didn't know it was going to be that bad. Winter's over now, so we can move on. Oh my gosh. All right, so we're in. I didn't hear any leaks. The next thing he wants me to check is the bilges. Don't judge. It's a mess. It's a construction zone. We know. Oh, I don't hear any sloshing or water coming in. No, dry. La, la, la. There is a little water there, but what could have very well happened is I'm sorry, I'm so out of breath. I have asthma from long COVID. Still, I have asthma. And I doubled my inhaler this morning and I'm still having a hard time breathing. But anyway, that little bit of water in that front compartment, there could have been some standing water left, like in the AC drip pan, or, well, that would be antifreeze. So that could have very well moved from the back, like, to the front. It could have been somewhere else. I'm not worried about it. It's not enough to worry about. If you know, obviously it starts accumulating, then I'll be concerned. But we are also chasing a leak again in the boat. A couple of leaks. One of them is in the aft cabin. We have water coming in that back corner, and I don't know if you can see it, but I can see it's wet right now because we had rain yesterday. Last year, we thought we figured it out. We thought it was the windows. Chris resealed them. It fixed the problem. And now it's leaking again. So it's either, we're thinking the radar arch, which is why we were taking the stripes off the radar arch, because we've got a big project that we need to do with that. Or it could be the rub rail. And if that's the case, then we have to take the rub rail off and reseal that. So we'll see. But along with that, we sprung a toilet leak of some sort, which was new. It just happened over the winter. So let's hope it's nothing serious. All right, I'm going to get the boat retied and get plugged in. We're in the water, baby. Woohoo! Well, I am just about to head out, but I forgot to mention one more thing that Chris did over the winter was replace these filters, which was not an easy job because, of course, they don't make anything like that anymore. So he kind of made his own. I hope they work, and we'll let you know if they do. But yeah, everything's looking good. We just had that one little leak, which was just a loose bolt. And I'm gonna head out. I've been here a couple hours, so if we were gonna spring a leak, we would have sprung a leak. Yeah, so I kind of washed the boat. It was extremely filthy, just from the winter, and the guys that were going to detail it they weren't able to get here this week, so it's pretty filthy, but it is what it is, and it'll get done this coming week. I'm trying to carry like so much stuff, it's stupid. Yeah, so actually I'm gonna put this in back here in this ginormous locker that we are going to start putting in some stuff to have it more organized. Let me see if this is dry yet, because I gave the side a little wash down too. It was filthy. It's probably good enough. Yeah. It's okay. I don't want to forget it. So just stick it in the cockpit. Nobody's gonna get on the boat. All right, so the boat is tied up. She's rinsed down. Oh, it feels so good to have her in. Oh, we have such a great season ahead of us. Let me just tell you how sweet these fender covers look.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire.